Hi everybody, we're back from the break that we just took. Which means that if you're watching this on YouTube, you probably didn't know that we're having a break, because I'll just probably edited that bit out. Otherwise it's just 10 minutes of just nothing. But okay.
It's like a secret track.
That's it. Yeah, I'll put it at the end for all those people that really good. Okay, so kind of with the death of the kind of like Drow Mage, you kind of you've taken a few deep breaths, and then a number of the Hobgoblin units come back, kind of covered in blood themselves. The Hobgoblin captain, who you kind of see has been leading the forces, has got a big gash, kind of like down his face, and he's got a strip of cloth that he's pressing against it, and kind of takes it down and pushes it into his armor. We lost a few. There was a mage, and then he kind of prods the corpse of the mage at Fenn's feet. This one, Cloud Kill, further to the north. The Hell Beast, the three-headed Hell Beast, is just waiting up at the choke point for us. But you guys look pretty beaten. Let's take a rest and regroup, and we'll get the men to search through the rooms. And then we'll see where we want to go from here. We haven't yet encountered the priestess.
Yeah.
We'll send word back to the warlord.
Fenn, any news on the priestess? Did you see her?
No. It's very dark. There's a lot of fighting going on.
That's fair.
It was a Tin Man.
I'm not so sure myself. You introduce yourself as Oban?
I'm Oban, yes. I'm here to help. I've been sent by Black Staff from Waterdeep to help you complete your mission. Yes, seems you need help. This one in particular. And I nudge the Warlock.
You can feel the rage simmering underneath.
Yeah, I walk away, focus on my glaive as I roll this, and regain my spells.
You guys taking a short rest?
Yes.
Yeah. It wasn't Zerelda wanting to cast. What helps?
I do.
So that'd be 10 minutes rather than.
I'm taking a full short rest. I want my spell.
I do only have one third level spell left. If I use, if I do use, Prayer of Healing second level, but that would be my last second level spell left if I do use it.
We've got a Chimera, actually the priestess to face.
Yeah, that's fair. So are we gonna? Are the goblins setting up a perimeter to take a short rest? Then is that what's happening?
No goblins left; they all died.
Oh, sorry, hobgoblins.
Yeah. So basically, in fact, what I'll do is I will reveal for you the whole of this part of the map.
What's a greater health potion? Then I have one health potion. Is it 4d4 plus 4?
Yeah.
For greater.
But if you're going to take a short rest, there's no point in having it.
That was the worst roll ever, anyway. It is. I was on one hit point. Eva was rolling my hit dice.
Oh, right.
How do I do the recovery?
10.
Just roll your hit die on the main page. Oh, do you mean
I see.
So are we confirmed as getting a short rest then?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to read my book and get some spell slots back.
Okay.
So yeah, I can make sure they're ones that can do fireball.
I haven't used any fireball slots yet.
Nice.
Aldred pulls out.
Aldred's just going to the front.
Aldred pulls out like a airline paperback, and just starts to chill and read a little bit. You know.
Is it Mills and Boone grotty fiction?
Yeah, he's got it from the two goblins back at Schoolport in the Hanging Mask temple. Mask provides. Let's not forget that.
My new technique is stand behind Oban and just stab things over his shoulder.
Okay, so as you're kind of like
under my legs.
I'm probably taller than you are.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah. You're 6'8".
I think I put it as 6'8", funnily enough.
Ooh.
Oh, that's weird. I just grew 2 inches. In
that case, then, if you're wearing
6'7", I put.
If you're wearing full plate and you're about my build, I'm going to be eyeing your plate suspiciously.
Ignatius invests in platform heels.
So,
I've always been 6'8".
If you take a look at Fantasy Ground now, you'll see that I've kind of like revealed this kind of like full complex to you guys. So quickly just spin the stream over there. So you'll see that at the top of this section that you can see there's a single corridor. Kind of like goes upwards. Yeah, so that's essentially the choke point that the hobgoblins are talking about, and there's a group of hobgoblins gathered just underneath there. You guys probably can kind of take a rest where you are, and at the other end of that corridor, kind of flying down the corridor and kind of like almost scaring the hobgoblins back a few yards, and then kind of like rearing up and down, there is a monstrous creature. It's got 3 heads. One head is a dragon, the central head and most of its body looks as if it's a lion, and then the other head is the head of a goat. It shrieks.
Why a goat?
Oh, because you kind of got to do what you got to do, haven't you? You got a dragon, you got a lion, and you kind of like, the exotic beast delivery company refused to come to you because you got too many stairs. So it's either sheep or a goat, and you're not going to kill a sheep because you're like, oh, they're so lovely, so fucking goat.
I would kill that sheep.
Well, I mean, clearly, if you're Martin, you kill the sheep and shag the goat, but everybody else.
Do they also have a snake as a tail, or am I thinking of something else?
No, the original version, like, the Greek mythology one does.
Some Final Fantasies, I think, have had the.
I was going to say in Final Fantasy VIII they have a snake tail,
but because that sounds really cool, this one's got a giant snake as a tail. For an extra
it's now got an extra attack.
Does that mean it can't get off the ground?
No, it just uses it to springboard itself. And it's kind of like swoop, and then it kind of gets bored of that game a little bit and kind of comes swooping down and breathes kind of like dragon fire at the hobgoblins, and they scatter a little bit. But it's clearly kind of under some form of orders, because it never ever kind of like comes into the main complex. There's a like cave entrance that it sometimes darts down to the right hand side as you're looking up there, kind of hovers there and takes a few minutes rest and whatnot.
Can I ask the hobgoblins if they've seen any drow retreat?
They don't believe so.
Right.
The priestess's corpse is unaccounted for, but you can see that they're kind of now starting to bring gear back, and the piling stuff that they've found up. A lot of it's quite mundane, but the warlock, the warlord, the captain, kind of comes across to you guys, and he has got a small package wrapped up, and he just chucks that at you, Aldred. We found this. It's probably best for you, and the warlord said to grant to you these kind of things as payment. It's a spell book. It's well-worn leather.
Ooh, is this the Drow spell book?
You don't know. It's not like imprinted with spiders or anything like that.
Is it written in Drow language?
Is the leather human skin? There's clearly a face on it.
Is it written in a combination of Elven and Undercommon?
It's not. No, it's written more in kind of like it uses the kind of universal magic script, which I think is kind of like some version of Draconic, but it's more of the marginalia around it all is more Elven than it is Drow. It's not written in Jive.
Okay.
Shit.
I'll pocket that.
Okay. Can you look at a spell book and know what spells are in it, or do you have to study it a little bit more expensively?
Well, the point is I can't learn them on the fly, so it's not going to make any difference right now.
Yeah.
Don't you copy it into yours or something?
Yeah,
I could, as long as I can read it verbatim.
And they also bring out a barrel, kind of like not like a big barrel that they have to roll, but something that one of them's got under their arm, and they kind of seat it in front of Ode, and it's got all kinds of magic sigils and kind of it's got the symbol of beware of fire, where fire kind of like burned into it, ironically, and they sit it down in front of Ode. Warlord said that you would want this. Kind of like Ode takes a look at it, kind of unstoppers it, and just eyes grow wide. Smoke powder.
I back up away from
How much?
He looks at
Like,
you.
is it like a keg? This sort of
Yeah,
size?
it's a keg. Yeah.
Would Iggy, with his knowledge of kind of fires and forges and stuff, know if that was enough to blow up that side passage? When
Oh, massive amount. Yeah.
I say we potentially lure it into this side passage, then get out and then blow it up.
Oh, it's like, no, this is for my gun. No way.
Your gun's no use to you if I come.
It's dead against it.
Is how healthy is Ode?
And then,
Ode's pretty dead. Does he want to roll some hit dice?
oh yeah, he probably does.
How many hit dice can you roll?
All of them.
Level up to your level, isn't it?
Yeah, so you can roll as many as you want.
You got 5.
You only get half of them back on a short rest, on a long rest.
I will roll one more.
Am I not rolling these? I'm not rolling these at all, am I? Have I rolled them for Ode? Yeah, I have rolled them for Ode.
Yeah, recovery.
Yeah, I think he'll roll
That's not
another,
bad.
and then because he's not here, he'll roll another.
Well, any of the bodies have like things like daggers and that, and I can scavenge.
Yeah, you can scavenge those kind of stuff. They're not as finely made as you've heard Drow weaponry are. Then you hear a commotion.
Get all the poison Drow bolts.
They've already been taken. The hobgoblins are taken. You hear a commotion, and dragged into the area where you are, there is a strange figure. Kind of looks as if it is. It's kind of like maybe dead, and it kind of comes over. It's a humanoid that they're dragging out. It looks as if it's made of some form of armor, but it looks as the armor's not covering the whole of the body. Zerelda, make a religion check.
Okay.
As it's kind of laid, it's definitely a humanoid figure, and it looks as if it's like kind of chunks of meat and flesh, kind of glued with metal plates onto it. The symbol of Kelemvor is kind of like really strong, blazoned into its chest. Everybody make perception rolls, please.
Perception.
Oh,
I perceive a few things.
Don't work.
I perceive nothing.
Oh, did I get the best perception roll there? Oh, we've still got Oban.
Yeah, so I thought dragging a shortcut would work. Give me a second.
So you go
On
to
skills, you can just double click them.
Oh, can you? I've been dragging the D20 onto the tracker for ages.
Double clicking, it'll roll it in the chat box.
Let me try. Why is that not working?
What are you double clicking, Josh?
Oh, I'm.
It'll be the total box.
Do you have it
where
in?
it's
Do you
a
have
little
it
symbol of the dice.
Double click the total box. Okay.
There we go.
Do you have it as one of the shortcuts?
I
the
did,
bottom?
yeah. So I tried dragging the red dragon's head, but it didn't seem to work.
Okay.
No, you drag the actual dice on the left-hand side of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dragon head just keeps opening what the ability is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, okay.
Aldred, you can see as this figure's kind of like brought over, and Zerelda stood up and taken a look at it. Iggy's glaive is starting to kind of like shake and vibrate a little bit, and the gems are kind of starting to light, but not in the woof, but in a more dual glow that sort of steadily could be becoming stronger.
Okay, I'm not going to comment on it. Is it still a script I can't read?
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Okay. Then all of a sudden, kind of, you all see this glow from the glaive, and then it just goes dead. And at the same time, kind of eyes light up on this figure, and it comes alive. The hobgoblins are like, "Oh, take a stage back," and then they're like there with the pikes, as this kind of like figure just lifts itself up.
I'm just going to turn to Iggy and be like, "Is that your glaive?"
His eyes are quite blank,
Oh, Iggy's eyes.
and his body's just a little bit fading, just like, as if somebody's kind of fallen gently to sleep.
Yeah.
We're gonna try and shake him, wake him up.
Can you shake him? What's this figure doing?
He's starting to stand up. Brings out his hands. Presses them against the scraps and tatters of clothing across himself. And using mending, starts to recreate his clothes and his robe. And then he brings his hands up to his face. Rubs it down his face, and a silver mask takes form. And then he runs his hands over, and a hood comes over. Do you know the Spider Gwen outfit? The hood is very much built into the tunic. Yeah. The tunic is like an ash white color, sort of like the what's left after a fire. That kind of grey but white kind of combo. That sort of color. He runs it down. His right hand is some form of kind of like, it's a dull golden gauntlet, sort of stylized to look like a skeleton. And will have had their equipment with them.
Yeah.
So on their back is a sheath with no sword in. And it's a similar dull gold color as the gauntlet, but with kind of like black stylizations around it. And then they have a shield with a skeletal hand holding like a set of scales, which was similar to what was on the chest before those reset.
Okay.
The hobgoblins back away and then kind of come back. What is this creature? What are you?
Hello.
What the fuck?
Oh, when are we? I'm. Let me introduce myself. I'm Carrion Deathsbane. How are you doing, gentlemen? I came down here. Well, again, what year is it?
I feel like we should listen to Paul earlier. It is
1491, if you go by.
Yeah.
1492.
It must be approaching 20 years ago.
Do you know this creature? The hobgoblin captain says to you. Or should we cast it to death?
I turn and look at the hobgoblin. The eyes within the silver mask start to glow a dull gold color, and you start to see black kind of energy start to crackle around the gauntlet.
What's your view of Drow?
I don't have a view. Kellenvor guides. He does. If it's their time, it's their time.
It's their time.
He will judge as he judges all.
I'll continue shaking Ignatius's, what I'm assuming is a corpse now, and be like, "Did you do this to our companion?"
No, he's not. He's still alive. And kind of he stands. He kind of like gets up and goes, "The glaive, you fucker!" and grabs the glaive. And he's in a tussle with the glaive, and then the glaive stabs into him and starts to suck him into the glaive, and then it's like a snake eating a corpse and a big alligator.
Oh my god!
And then black. And it's gone.
And the glaive?
Gone.
I told him to stay down.
Oh my! Did you do that to him? That's quite a spell. You'll have to teach me.
No.
If you didn't already have it.
That's 2, I guess.
No,
No,
it doesn't
I already
It
had
doesn't
one.
stack.
Yeah. Damn. I haven't rolled anything to add it.
I mean, technically 3. You did get one before we started as well.
Oh, yeah, you did. You did.
Yeah. What the hell happened to Iggy?
Did I?
Yeah, it was before we even started the game.
Oh, I can't remember that.
I'm gonna draw my
I haven't
cutlass.
had anything to hit yet, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I'm drawing my cutlass and pointing it at this creature and be like, what have you done to our friend?
I've done nothing to him. I have no idea who it was. If it was his time, it was his time.
So,
Tell him what judges.
So I've had time to speculate about the glaive, and I don't feel it was a holy item. Certainly since I saw it first appear. I don't know what's happened to him, but I don't think it was good.
Aldred, as clever as you are, we all knew that glaive was nasty shit.
That glaive had its own intellect, Aldred. We all knew, but it's also gone into this thing. Something
No.
happened there.
I'm a doom guide, priest of Kelemvor. It is my job to fight evil when in the presence of such things, particularly undead.
What is a Kelemvor?
Oh, you recognise Kelemvor as a god of death?
It's a god.
Yeah, god of death. Yeah, if you're quite well read, I'd have thought you'd mind. I'm duty bound to protect. Thereby, I was arisen by its power and its presence. Kelemvor decided it was time for me to come back. Obviously,
Is
and
this
he
person?
decides all things.
Does this person have
What?
any flesh? Is there any flesh on this person?
Well,
You
you can't.
healed it.
Now it's. I'm very much. You can't. It's covered in the robes with mending. You wouldn't be able to see what was underneath now.
All right.
Are you going to be getting up on my gig?
I don't know, my dear. What's your
I'm not your dear.
what's your gig, my dear?
You should have been like, "I'm not your dear, honey. I'm not your honey,
I'm not
sweetie."
your honey friend.
If you stick around long enough, you might find out.
Well, you'll have symbol of mask on you, won't you?
Mm-hmm.
I presume I'd recognise that.
Do you? It's your call whether you would display a symbol of mask or whether you wouldn't.
It's in the crystal
it's
my
the
amulet
crystal.
that I wear around my neck. In the
Um,
gemstone, it's.
I have no idea what your gig is, my dear, but as I've explained, I'm the Doom Guide of Kelemvor.
So you know,
I am here.
Kelemvor and Mask of History.
Oh,
It's very fucking weird history.
Yeah, it's
Kelemvor
read up.
So when Kelemvor was fighting against the god Cleric, he used to kill Baal on the bridge. He used Mask in the Avatar of a Sword because immortals can't kill gods. It's one of those rules, and it's all bullshit. It's all second edition Gonzo bullshit. But
It gets even mentaler because then Kelemvor dies and spends 10 years inside the sword, which is technically Mask, and then he comes back because Cleric decided that he was scared of him coming back, thereby he came back. It gets really convoluted.
you probably don't know much of that history because Torkel doesn't give.
But I'm like, if I don't know, I'm a Doom Guide of Kelemvor. My job is to protect those, particularly from the undead, and to administer his balance when needed.
The balance is good. If this thing is your ally, he is my ally too. I go where you go.
I don't know who he is.
I've only just woken up. I've no idea who any of you people are.
I'm
only
Oban.
only that they have a gig.
It's a gig economy.
They have gig which they will finish. I make sure of it.
Well, I was sent down here to retrieve something that was lost. I won't be leaving this area. Well, not this area, but Undermountain in general until I retrieve it. And so thereby I see nothing else to plod along with you, Lat, until I find out what's going on.
Well, this is all very good, the Hobgoblin says. We've got a job to do, and you're the people to do it, and you can take that creature with you.
How do I change character in Fantasy Grounds? Do I have to go back?
I have put Carrion into the combat tracker, which kind of also means then that I'll delete the token for Iggy.
Wait, he's called Carrion.
Yep,
Yeah.
with a K.
Because that makes it all the better.
That makes it
That's clever.
evil Darian.
I didn't even think in them terms. I can still
You got a new symbol.
Sorry.
I can only still see Iggy, which is
Well,
You might want to relog.
I'll leave and come back.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Ode. What's Ode doing? No! Don't wander off!
I tell you what Carrion reminds me of. If anyone's played...
Oh, you don't know
Witcher,
Aldred.
It's a bit like one of the... It looks a bit like one of the Wild Hunt, kind of.
Yeah.
Yes, I know what you mean.
Reminds me of one of the
It's telling me I'm already playing.
Darksiders, one of the Darksider
Yeah.
characters. I know played with. Yeah.
Death.
Let me
It's
quickly-
Death from
Oh,
Darksiders.
yeah. That makes sense.
Before we go to confront this Manticore, can we have... I was...
Chimera.
That's the one. Chimera. A Manticore would probably be easier.
Yeah.
I was going to ask...
Well, it's canon. It's canon.
can-
It's a Manticore name.
Can we have the support of some archers? This thing's going to be flying, and it will aid us in taking down the beast faster.
Ode's an archer.
No, I'm talking about the hobgoblins here. If we have focused fire of archers, hobgoblins on the roof, then it's going to make the fight a whole lot easier.
We'll come here, and if it comes this way, we'll shoot at it. So this area isn't really a roof. As you see, this natural cavern bit, that's actually enclosed. So this corridor here is enclosed. It's not the open chamber.
It's quite high, though, is it? Like the
It's about
chamber.
30 foot.
Enough for it to swoop around a bit, isn't it?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
So
it's
they'll
it's
get
enough to keep
some-
out of range.
We'll get some archers. Well, what we're going to do, we've called for some reinforcements, and you can see this troop of about 5 kind of like goblins kind of coming through. A little bit more ragged. The hobgoblins are pretty disciplined, but these are kind of like coming through. And the hobgoblin captain leans in and says, "We'll just chuck them down there, and it can use its fire breath. And then once it's done that, then you can race in. It takes it a bit of time to recharge its fire breath, so we might as well burn the goblins rather than you."
Okay.
If Kellenvor decides it's their time, it's
Well, yeah, it is.
Was any of Iggy's stuff left, or did it all just get sucked away into like a black
All
hole?
got sucked away.
you were looking to reacquire some potions?
I'd add all the potions.
Just anything.
He had consumed all the potions.
Yeah.
He did have about 400 gold on him, though.
I wonder, would it be worth casting invisibility on you, Fenn? Perhaps
I ain't going toe to toe with that thing.
Bring beast to me. I will kill it.
Why don't
Oh,
you
someone is very self-assured.
Oh no! This is again. If it's the will, that's what will happen. I'm intrigued.
It is my will. It is Mielikki's will.
You're
Bring it
leaking.
to me.
You're leaking.
Your water's leaking?
Mielikki,
The goddess of forests and ranges.
the forest queen.
There ain't many forests around here, Tin Man.
we're becoming a very pious bunch all of a sudden.
Now you watch your mouth, Aldred. So we are surrounded by deer, and we are surrounded by trees.
No trees, just Mielikki.
not
It's
death.
not difficult.
Death does not surround you. Death's inevitable. Death's not something to be feared.
I will just remind all of you that mask provides.
Is this your dad's? My dad's stronger than your dad.
Yeah.
My forest queen is stronger than your death god. Anyway, the hobgoblin says, Maglubiet is the most powerful creature. But let's get this fucking thing.
Can you push me the map
Let's
again?
move in. Oh, right, yeah, because you disconnected and reconnected, didn't you?
Did you want to go stealthy?
Ode says, I think I'm going to cast invisibility this side of the initiative roll now.
I'll gesture to Fenn. The offer's still open. You can go invisible with him.
Go on then.
Okay, so Aldred waves his hands and places one on Fenn, and he's disappeared.
And as he does that, Carrion clicks his fingers.
And dispels magic in the area.
And with a gust of kind of chill wind, a black owl appears sat on his shoulder. And he looks up and goes, NYX.
Can you see in the
I've
dark
missed
without?
you.
Can you see in the dark without that?
No.
Okay. Cool.
Someone invisible tickles the owl's chin.
And
It goes to nip at you.
it's a telepathic link, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going
Although,
to.
if someone wants to cast their spell of their wand,
What the fucking hell is going on here? Why are you calling me back after 20 fucking years? What's that about? I have been dicking around in the spirit realm. What have you been doing?
apparently unconscious in a cavern full of goblins.
Well, you've had a better time. The conversation in the spirit realm is fucking boring.
Well, you're back now, my dear.
Patron did that. My patron did this. My patron's got a better god than your patron. For fuck's sake, who cares?
It's like that down here too.
This is just the owl in my
I don't
head.
even know how that fucker got into our conversation. But tell him to shut himself. All right.
I will say to Fenn and Ode before they nip off, is like, if you see the priestess, definitely kill her first and fast.
What's this priestess?
Well-
What's this priestess? You got yourself a priestess? You can't even get it up. What are you on a priestess for? You're made, not born, Carrion. I've told you this before.
I have a spirit the same as everyone else.
No, you don't.
Well, then how am I walking around?
Magic.
I mean, yeah.
Its head.
NYX.
Oh yes, familiars are back online, boys.
Oh no.
NYX. Go scout out and see what you can see.
What's in it for me? 20 years I've been pissing around in the spirit realm, and you're like,
Then-
come back. It's not even hi, Nick's pleasant to
Then-
see you. It's why don't you go and do this fucking job?
Because you want to get some, you need to work out those kinks from sitting in the spirit world for 20 years.
I like the Kinks. Fucking good band.
Well, yeah. This must be a spirit realm thing.
Yeah.
And I'll have my sight fade, and NYX's eyes will glow blue as I command it to go down the corridor.
For fuck's sake.
Just to the junction. I want to see what you see.
It kind of goes off in the air, has a look, goes, there's a fucking chimera down there. It's going to
It's
fucking
fine.
eat me.
You're stealthy. You'll get past it.
Okay, make a self roll for him.
He gets torn to shreds.
Immediately.
No, because it has a great fly by it.
Oh wait, that was the GM. That was the GM.
I thought that was his stealth.
I need to pull up 2 seconds. Let me get it. My owl stat.
I'm going to imagine that was his perception. So just roll like a 5 at least, Ignatius. Not Ignatius. No,
No.
Carrion. That's going to take a lot of getting used.
Yeah.
It's just loading. Where's my extras?
What's really great when you're a new player trying to learn all the characters' names is when one of the characters changes after 10 minutes.
That was the only reason, actually.
Who said that?
So I get a +3 to stealth as well. So a 19.
It rises up into the ground, shits on you, and then goes off.
Oh, I command it to go just about as far as the entrance, so I just can see what's down the passageway.
I've got my own mind. I'll do what I like, but I'm choosing to just stop here as it happens. And it opens out, and it looks down, and there's a huge pile of coins in the area down there. Silver, gold, just...
I'm narrating this to everybody out. This has happened. It's a load of treasure down there.
Cavern.
Has he flown over the Chimera? Where's the Chimera?
The Chimera's quite at the bottom end at the moment.
There's a load of gold in the cavern to the right.
Shotgun.
Oh, well,
I mean,
Zerelda's
already there.
You totally could, because you're invisible.
Yeah, me and Erd just go in, Nicola. You see a lot of gold just walking away.
Okay, is there anything else in there?
Air, stone, moisture.
Any other monsters, darling?
No.
Okay, you can come back.
I'm going to stay a little while. And it comes back and it lands on Oban.
I would cast Touch of Death.
I think Oban would try to swat it.
It swats it away. It kind of goes and just lands on the door.
Pushes me back.
Yeah,
Also, because it's
knockback.
Keep creepy bird away from me.
now, Nyx, play nice.
The Hobgoblin's getting the goblins. The goblin is like, right, you gobbos, there's honour and glory in this. Maglubier will know your names, especially you, Lurn. Right, all we need you to do is idiotically charge down that. No, there's nothing at the end. Shut your yapping. Just sprint down the end of the corridor, sprint back, keep doing that until you get... just keep on doing that. It's good for fitness. I don't think we want to do that. I do think you are. Come on, I'm ordering you. Ooh, you and whose army? Me and that army. Okay then.
So we go.
I
What's
guess
the plan?
we're following them at a safe distance. We're following them at a safe distance because they're going to be
What's the safe
like
distance?
20 to 30 feet.
Do we not just stand there and see what happens?
No, because we got to wait for the Chimera to pounce and then jump on it. So a good 20 to 30 feet, depending on what your class is.
How dark is it down there? Obviously, I'd have been able to see through the duration, but I don't have dark vision.
How dark is it down here? It's probably dim light up till about the halfway mark because we've still got some fires.
Can everyone see all right down? It's a bit shady for me.
He's fine.
Right, you human. How can you see all right down there? I'll say this to Oban because I don't think I realise.
He's not. I mean, he looks pretty accurate to that picture. If you can see one on the top left.
Has he got a helmet on? Have we remembered to see his face yet?
No, he's not got. He's not smart enough to wear a helmet. So he's like his skin is like visibly like greeny grey.
Right, so I can tell.
He's got like pointed ears and little, just the smallest little tusks, but just a bit of a underbite.
Yeah.
Okay.
What about the rest of you? Can we all see okay?
So are we going at 20 to 30 feet behind the goblin?
Basically,
Yeah.
like out
I mean,
again. Basically, I'm hinting that Aldred might want to give me some fucking dark vision with his fucking wand.
Ah. Sure.
Karen wouldn't know Aldred has dark vision.
No, he doesn't. But Ben does. That's why I'm asking everybody if they've got dark vision.
Yes, I have. I've got a wand here. If you're saying you can.
I can see through Nyx's eyes when needed, but it's not ideal for combat.
So I'll wave the wand about, and he's got dark vision.
Excellent. Thank you.
Probably why this
You
guy
are a
died
jolly
in the
good
first
dodge.
place.
Okay, so the goblins start to get pushed down the corridor. And let's move to the fancy grounds view. The goblins start to get pushed down the corridor and kind of get up to about halfway. The Chimera is kind of like lazily just watching this, and then one of them makes the mistake of kind of moving down there, and it suddenly just rises and swoops incredibly quickly, kind of moving 2 or maybe 3 times as fast as you guys think you can run, comes down to about there, and then just engulfs all the goblins in just this breath of fire. and completely obliterates them all. They screech and they howl. It's awful.
I think at this point, Oban would charge him.
So were we were you guys in agreement that we should be 20 to 30? Behind them?
About as far back as we think his breath weapon would be.
30 feet's fine.
Yeah, so this is
So
where
give
am
me a
I?
marching order and
Well, I think me and Ode need to sneak past invisible and try to get past the Chimera and like get behind it in the if we're
Yeah.
invisible.
I want to be sort of with Aldred.
So that's 60, but I assume I'll be like one further back than that.
Yeah, so we're all.
so you and Ode, we're going to go. So you.
I
wait
think we
until-
should go to the right. You know, into that little alcove.
Yeah. Okay.
And me and Ode can sneak up there. Do you want me to roll
So you
stealth?
probably want to. Yeah. You want to kind of go back there because this is where all the fire was.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me a
And also
stealth.
because that's
Into
where all the
into
gold and
the,
silver is.
Into the tower.
Yeah.
Please be good.
Okay. So you're kind of like tucked down there. Yeah, and you can see that there's quite a substantial.
Oh, I'm
amount of
invisible,
gold.
so I get advantage.
Yeah, you do get advantage.
I'll just roll it again.
I hope it's better.
Oh wait, are you wearing armor? Get in front of me, man with mask.
Oh no, it's no visible armor.
Oh.
Shit.
So you in like a robe that's like kind of wrapped all around you?
No, it's like, think of it. It almost looks like like I say, it looks like the Spider Gwen out. So it's like got a hood that's built in. It looks almost to be a one piece. It's kind of like it comes down. There's sort of darker strapped pieces around it, but it's very much for. It looks like it's.
Wait, you're saying you've got no armor, but I didn't see any flesh, so I'm just wearing armor. Like I'm just
So
assuming.
you're quite
that.
similar to Odin, because Odin has a lot of like rags wrapped around, covering almost all the flesh on one body.
It's not actually rags. It's the robes look very neat and tidy now that they've been rebuilt.
Okay.
And then it's almost like
Channel divinity, turn undead.
it would be armor.
Yeah.
It would be, but it looks like it's more there for show. So
Like cloth armor.
yeah, so it's part of the design of the thing. It's kind of like there's like a black sort of chest area and sort of like strapped to the side, but they're not actually anything more than the initial kind of outline of the material.
But seriously, make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I don't need to.
So I've rolled your initiative. In any case, so Fenn, you're top of the round. So this thing is just.
Or have you added NYX to the initiative tracker? Because they have their own.
Oh.
Have they got anything plus it? Dex +1 to Dex.
Owl. He is an owl.
I'm quite intrigued. I'm waiting for them to get bitter over shit darkness, the goddess of night.
He remarkably is going. Is he hostile to you? Probably.
I imagine so.
But I'll make him friendly. And let me add him to the.
He has to do as I command.
He doesn't. That's not how I run. From the
No,
list.
in theory. But
Yeah.
I can dismiss him when I
But
choose.
that's not how familiars
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Paul's
yeah,
games
yeah.
work.
No, yeah.
No,
Give
they're
it a-
antagonists.
Give it a go. See how it works out for you. Okay, Fenn, you're first. So this thing is up in the air. It's kind of like about 20 feet up in the air, having just incinerated these things, and now it's eyeing. And these guys kind of like coming down the corridor. Doesn't know about you and Ode, as far as you can tell.
What's in front of me?
Your owl.
You're
Oh,
an
it's
owl.
my owl. Cool.
It looks like an owl as well.
And it says owl when you scroll over it.
Oh yeah, that's the giveaway. That's the giveaway.
I've got the map set to tiny mode, so I can actually see. That's cool.
It's the Chimera will count as having a
Lord
go.
and
Has already been because it's already taken an attack on it on the goblin.
He's the Lord and Master.
Does it count as already having a go?
The Chimera. Oh,
Yeah.
you're looking for your assassinate.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's already used fire.
Yeah. So I'm giving you a leg up in that it can't fire and breathe on you straight off the bat, and therefore I think it's fair that you don't get your assassinate.
Okay. So I'm gonna like whisper to Ode, "Get your guns ready," and I'll like start loading crossbows. But I'm not going to take a go yet. We're going to try and remain hidden here until the chimera kind of moves across the corridor.
So you're
Readying an action.
I can't see it because I can't see it. From
you're
here.
ready in action for when the chimera comes into field of view, and then you're gonna pop a cap in its ass.
Crossbow cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
You will immediately turn invisible upon that upon that happening as well.
Yeah. But I'm hoping it's distracted by things in front of it.
By Jolly Green
Joe
Jones.
does the same. Carrion.
Carrion will prepare and hold an action of inflict wounds at.
Owl.
Oh, it's not called owl. It's not called owl anymore.
Inflict wounds is touch.
Nyx the Lord and Master. Oh yeah, baby.
They are preparing it, and the reaction will be it's when Nyx lands on the chimera to cast it.
I'm not doing that.
Also, if you ready a spell and it doesn't get used, that does expend the spell slot.
That's
Just
fine.
keep that in mind.
It will get used. Nyx will be doing this.
No, I'm not.
It's either that or you get eaten, or I send you back to the spirit realm.
Jesus
No choice.
Christ! They don't even have a. It's the air conditioning's always on hot.
Oh no!
So yeah, I will be. So what you see is the gauntlet starts to sort of. It can't glow black, but the black energy starts to seep from it, and there's sort of like a noticeable chill in the air around about, and so they're holding their action until Nyx is within range to deliver the spell.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay. Move us along.
Yep.
Aldred.
Right, it's time for Aldred's patented move, the tactical retreat.
I mean, Jesus.
Right, guys, you know how breath weapons work, right? Being in a hallway, not a good time, is what I'm thinking. So there. How far away am I? I think I'm within 100. I'm within 120.
Yeah.
Did
Oh,
he
but
just
I can't
piss
see
off
it.
again?
I can't see it from that range.
You need to be 60.
Is it 60 for dark vision?
Yeah.
Cast an end move away.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. That's the good plan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he's within 60. So let's throw a firebolt. Not bad, not bad.
You've angered it now.
I know, yeah. Oh, and it did not resist. I was expecting some sort of resistance.
Okay, so you do that. Okay, do you want to describe that?
So Aldred, the goblin's just been incinerated, immediately fling a firebolt out from his hand and up into the chimera and, like, I guess, clips the side of the goat head, I'm going to say.
The goat head rears back. Kind of turns its head down and kind of pulls the chimera body to the side slightly as it rears in anger.
Oh. And then 1, 2, 3.
There's a ring of hobgoblins here, by the way, just like behind you. They're like, enemy that way.
I don't care. I don't have any pride. So, or at least not in combat anyway. And that's my turn.
Zerelda.
Also, I've got to keep concentration up for Fenn as well. Is the other.
Oh yeah. I was just sort of become miserable. I'm like, shit.
Zerelda casts Bane on the chimera,
Okay.
which it succeeds. So that's shit. And Zerelda's just like,
It's a living.
Mask doesn't always provide, guys. He's doing his best. And yeah, I just
shrug.
pity Aldred, and I'm just like, oh, has he run off again? And ends my turn.
Okay, Oban.
Okay, it's time for me to find out how Paul runs his rule of cool. I'm gonna run up, and I'm gonna cast Misty Step.
Yep.
And
Land
I'll
on
yell.
top of it.
Yep, I'm gonna yell. I will bring you down to the ground, beast. And I Misty Step onto the top of the Chimera.
I have very much experience of PCs landing on
you do
other
fine.
creatures.
Yes.
So that's fine. Okay, yep. So describe that. How much do you weigh?
Oh God,
It's a heavy boy.
Do I wear? Yeah, I'll be a hefty.
Heavy armor.
Heavy armor, sword, shield, and my own weight. So
It must be pushing north of 300 pounds.
So look if weight is on there.
Yeah. So you're heavy. Okay. So you, what is it? This wind whips around you, and you kind of like.
Yes. So basically, I run forward, dragging my sword like behind me, and I whip the sword up into the air, and again the mist kind of shoots up, and then just like that, I'm on top of it.
Yeah. Okay. It kind of like it's not expecting it. You land on it. Your full weight kind of like goes onto it, and it just drops down to the ground.
And then while I'm on its back, I'm just gonna hit it twice
With advantage.
with advantage.
It's effectively prone to you.
This is plate wearing Diego Darkblade right now.
He has to use Misty Step because he can't jump with all the plate.
I think this will work.
Oh, is it time for a smite? All
All of the spell slots.
Yeah, I think let's get this thing killed. So that's a 19. How do I roll damage?
So you take the damage and just roll it over it.
Yeah, so drop it on the thing.
So that's your sword. Did you want to put a smite on that bad boy?
Yeah. So how do I move 2 dice at the same time onto the?
So if you right click on the dice that you're after, it'll give you the option to select how many dice you want.
Oh, there we go. 2.
It might not count them as damage dice. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, so that's radiant damage. So if you can knock 5 radiant damage off, if it makes any difference, that's radiant.
So that first attack, that's 9.
Has it done it to the Chimera? Because
I've just done it. I've just updated it.
Right.
So the best thing to do is if you create an action for that weapon with the
Create a second. Yeah, I'll do one with the first.
Yeah, I've got to do it for all my spell slots.
Yeah, you'll have to make an attack for every smite level. Do you not have advantage?
You still have advantage, yeah.
Oh, so alright, it takes it off when I'll just roll a second normal one then. I'm still getting a hang of this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Nice.
45. I'm not. No, I'm not going to burn another. So that's 7 damage.
Oh, you need to roll.
Oh, if you drop it on top of the token. Drop your attack on top of the.
Oh, is that how you remove it? Is that how the damage comes?
Yeah.
Right,
And the attack. Do the attack and the damage on top of the token.
You can even target it.
Don't target it.
Don't target it. Just don't target it.
I will get it all right next go. I promise.
Targeting's fine as long as.
It recharges its breath.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so it kind of like it's much larger than you are. What's your strength?
16.
16, and you didn't try to grapple it or anything, so it kind of like stands and pushes you back to basically where you are, shakes its head, and it just breathes on you. Fuck it, why the hell wouldn't it?
What's the range on the breath?
It's 15, so it's only going to get.
Oh, thank
Oban.
Christ!
That
provides.
It forces you to make a dex saving throw, which you fail. And you're going to get this much damage in the face.
Ooh!
Ow.
Wow!
Oh jeez!
Yeah.
Squeaky bum time.
I'm fine.
This is fine.
8, a 7, a 2, an 8, a 7, and a 3.
That's a high roll.
And it's like the dragon's head rears back, shakes itself. You can kind of feel it thinking, you cheeky fucker. And you and just kind of like incinerates this kind of like searing heat. The rest of you guys can't see anything. There's kind of like the armor that he's wearing just kind of like becomes too bright to look at. The stone around starts to crackle and pop like it's some kind of bowl of Rice Krispies. And then stood there, it like cools down. Oban's kind of like there. He's like, ow.
And I just growl like just.
So, I hope you smite every attack from now on.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Nyx the Lord and Master. Oh yeah, baby. It turns to you and says, "Did you actually see what just happened?"
Yeah.
That means it's safe now. That means
fine.
it's safe.
But the updraft from the heat is going to be a nightmare to calculate. It's polygonal.
In and out. You're good at this.
Right. Okay. So like an eagle, not flying like a pigeon.
Yeah. Channel the inner eagle. Remember, like we spoke about.
That's it.
Like we spoke about, dear. So yeah, flies forward, and then it uses my attack, which is nice.
What's its move? 60. Okay, cool.
120.
Its move is 120.
Yep.
Okay. Because
it flies.
It's
60 feet fine. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Well, if I can, it's 35. It's gone.
Yeah.
So then it's my attack on, which hits.
Nice.
And then it's 3d10 necrotic.
It's always so happy when you hit inflict wounds, but so sad when you miss.
Yeah, pants. But then I'll
I'm trying to fucking mess, and you're calling it pants.
It's my spell still, not you, Dal. And then I will call it back to Justin.
Oh, it comes back. To like what there would it make it back to?
There.
Yeah.
Technically on top of Zerelda. Because it's tiny, can it occupy the same?
It can fly.
Yeah.
It can fly above it. Yeah.
It's right in your face.
You might be getting interrupted again. So it kind of comes over to the Chimera. That's kind of like slightly astounded that Oban is still there. That's not the plan. And it kind of like pecks at the eye of the goat, but kind of can't quite, and just gets its horn. Well, okay, that weren't too bad. That actually. Yeah, Oban looks a bit bad.
Yeah, we'll sort him out next time.
Fenn.
So now I'm realising they're taking the fight to the Chimera instead of letting it come to them.
Yeah. Just go take your shot, I guess.
That's one way of putting it.
So I'm going to draw my rapier and run along this wall.
Ooh, dangerous.
Along the wall?
Well, along the next bit. But when I get there, there's like the bodies
From beside the wall.
There's like the bodies of the dead hobgoblins there. I'm going to run up the back of one, and there's like one slumped over, so I'll jump, use like the body of it to like give myself a bit of height, and then just slash upwards, kick off the wall, and run straight back down the corridor again afterwards.
You'll probably take an attack of opportunity though.
I think as I jump off the first hobgoblin, like it'll give way, and I'll just like clumsily just slash upwards.
Is it in the sky again?
No, it's on the ground.
Right, it's on the ground. Cool.
It's still bigger than me though, so I want to try. Why have I got advantage?
Because you're invisible.
But
you are no longer.
Damn it.
Wait, that was with advantage?
Yeah, I rolled double
twos.
2.
Oh my goodness.
That's a double 1, a double 2. So who's got the double 3 lined up?
Yeah.
Okay, are you moving? Are you staying?
And I will use my bonus to disengage, can I?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but do you still have move left?
Yeah.
'Cause that's all you'd be able to use.
No. I've got 5, so I can move to there.
Out of fire reach, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was aiming for.
Okay, anything else?
No, that's my go. Where's my combat tracker?
Oh, seeing what you do says, I want some of that. And goes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 goes there. And we'll shoot. I wonder if it should just be the same.
Just should throw that whole barrel at it.
Yeah. Hold on, I need to move that out of the way because I can't. Oh yes!
Critical hit.
Have some of this, Chimera. This ain't no pussyfooting owl. and smashes it for... Ow!
Wow.
This kind of thing just tears into it. It leaves this gaping hole in its chest. And then he goes...
His new gunpowder is clearly fresher than the old.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. And then he goes, but I ain't got no movement left. This is able to carry him.
Oh no, he does have 5 foot because he moved 25, didn't he?
Yeah, but, it's Ode. He can't count that high.
Carries out, well, that seemed to work fairly. But... 3. So, 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I'm back there, aren't I? I can't get in range. I say we try it again. But before I do that, I will bonus action. Oh no, because I can't do both. Shit. I could healing word.
That's not gonna help. That's not gonna help me from anything. I'll be fine.
Then I'll do the same again. But I will do it at... It hasn't given me spell slots. I think it's because the character class... extra spells. Let's do it at second... Inflict wounds, but holding until...
okay.
NYX gets there. But I will move forward just to kind of get a bit in a better range.
Yeah, okay. Aldred.
Okay. The spell I'm kind of wanting to cast is a bit... No, it's too short range.
So you can see it from where you are.
Yeah. Oh, cool. In that case, it's just going to be another firebolt until he gets... He's not going to get closer. Or is he? We'll see. Firebolt. I hate it centers the map again, because now I can't... Yeah, okay. Boom. No, I miss!
Firewall comes screeching overhead, smashes into the wall behind him. Anything else?
And... that.
Zerelda.
Okay, I can try and heal Oban, or I can try and bestow curse.
Do you think Happy Squirrel Time is a viable... yeah.
I would have to get very close to it.
That's fair.
Yeah, I could be around the corner.
Yeah, do that.
I just think if I can bestow curse on it, if it loses I can do something where if it loses a wisdom saving throw at the start of its turn, it loses an action.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty useful.
Which I think would be quite helpful. Obviously, we don't know what its wisdom is, and it relies on it failing a wisdom saving throw anyway. But
This is the most wise chimera that I could find.
Also, you're saying that the squirrels...
You're wearing glasses and everything.
It would mean that squirrels become not an option for the rest of the...
You say that the squirrels would bring you close, but bestow curse is a touch action.
Yeah.
Oh, is it touch?
Yeah, like that's even more dangerous than whipping the squirrels out.
You go up and stroke it.
So whipping the squirrel. That's got to be a euphemism.
Whip your squirrel out, love.
Whip your squirrel out.
So yeah, that's the safer of the two options, if you ask me.
I mean, I could.
There's always the dodge action. Just put it out there.
One of Darian's favourites.
I like how Martin positions it as if Darian does other things.
His favourite ever. Forever see only.
So, Joe, what's the plan?
Yeah, I can't get close enough and move again.
You could be behind Ode and cast squirrels, and that would kind of, sort of, maybe get you out of the way.
That's where I was sort of thinking. If I did that, that's where I'd go. Yeah.
Cast
Okay.
Squirrels. I think you'll find a spell. The spell has another name.
I cast squirrels.
Let's cast squirrels. Which I think I do get to do at the start of my turn. At the start of the spell becoming, he takes the damage as well.
Yeah, because it's when it happens and then when they start their turn, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, the first instance they're in the zone, and when
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
What's it called again? Spirit
Guardian.
Guardians. It's got a sit on the end, which is what kills my search.
And it's not spiritual; it's just spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not like Spirit Guardian, which is something.
It's when it starts its turn there or enters the area for the first time. And I think I ruled that it basically entered the area for the first time if you cast it there, didn't I, last time? Yep.
Okay, so it makes a save. It has to make a save.
Well, you make it make a save.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah. So we are ruling. Yeah.
Yes.
Squirrels
materialize.
So are you designating any creatures that are safe from being squirreled?
I'm designating that everyone who's on Discord, including NYX, is safe.
What about their characters?
But their characters can get fucked. Because I want to steal all your shit. It takes 14 damage. Oh, it's now heavy.
Oh, it's heavy. Heavy damage.
Nice.
And we're in a nice little cluster now.
Nice to get burned.
And its speed is halved. Okay. Anything else? Oban.
No.
Okay, I'm going to
give it every smite I have.
yeah. I will shout, but I'll raise my sword up and I'll shout, Mielikki, guide my sword, and then hopefully I'll make this work this time.
Fun fact: you can layer a named smite on top of your smite ability. Just saying.
Oh, cheers for that, Paul.
Anytime.
Hit.
You hit.
Can you uncanny dodge that, Fenn, by any chance? Does it work on area effects too?
Yeah, it's anything, isn't it? Anything
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Ah, shit.
So
you do really well with, don't you?
And then I'm gonna use my advantage, my inspiration.
Yeah,
Nice.
Okay.
Attack the second time.
Very nice.
Hefty.
And this time I will use my first level smite. So that is 9 plus. Come on, high numbers.
We would be. I mean,
Damn! I forgot to put it over the. Sorry, 10.
Just it.
Well, you have to set up a shortcut to do extra. Like set up a smite shortcut at some point.
you'll have to flavor it as radiant damage as well, which
it takes a lot of time. The admin of getting them ready. They've done it. It'll save.
Is the thing still up?
It still is, but it's well beaten. Like, kind of, all of its heads are kind of like.
I'm going to use as a bonus action. I'm going to use Shield of Faith and say, Mielikki, guard my flank. And I get a +2 to armor class.
Yeah, okay.
Very nice.
So there
Quickly
is a way.
add that in.
Yeah, okay, cool. There is a way to give yourself the effect +2. Oh, in fact, if you do the spell when we sort that all out. Okay, anything else?
That is it. Let me just click on the...
Recharge your breath, recharge your breath, recharge your breath. No.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro.
Bring it.
Bring it. Bring it, big boy.
What does the squirrels do on the? Does it do it on the start of its turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, squirrel time. Squirrel time. Well, if it fails the wisdom.
It's an or. No, so yeah, that's not an exclusive or. Also, it's turn there.
Oh.
Just make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh. Lovely.
Yeah, it's a really good opener. But the thing is, it's concentration, so it's
Well.
nice.
I need
Yes.
to look at
Die, bitch. Oh, that was shit.
Oh, the squirrels are like they're tiny compared to it. So they're not doing all the damage. So let's think. So the dragon head comes in and gets a bite on Oban. And
Oh,
That is,
fucking hell! +7.
But yeah, that's a hit, obviously.
Yeah.
Is that literally? That's only just.
Oh no!
Fine. I'm gonna use Relentless Endurance. I dropped to 1 hit point instead.
Oh yeah!
Oh, thank God. I
so
don't know how
twice
That's
in
a
this
good thing about
fight,
Half-Orc.
the Oban kind of should have died as far as you're all concerned.
Mielikki watches over me.
You'll have to make a concentration check as well for
Oh,
your
yeah,
shield.
absolutely.
So you throw out a con check off your main sheet, off the main page.
Yeah, saving throw though. It's not a check. It's a saving throw.
Oh, did I say check? Sorry, save.
It's a look runner, right? Isn't it?
Fine.
That's fine.
It's fun. Smashes it.
Beautiful.
Let's see. I think it'll try and get around.
It could just fly over. Like, it could do a flyby type deal, could it?
Does it lose an attack then as well? That squirrel thing. That might work. What was that?
Has a go at Fenn
No, that
in
was
the
a
corner. Hits with its kind of like horns of the goat head. And then its claws, it can't do much other than claw at Oban.
Nice.
It's a miss.
Why did it have advantage?
It doesn't matter, I missed.
I mean, I was technically.
he's technically down.
I'll have been down.
Oh, he's listed as down. You need to set your point back, health point back.
Put your
But
health
even
point back to 1.
even when I got revived, even when I came back, I will have been laying down. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, it missed anyway.
So you would have had advantage.
Yeah, it missed. Oh, so do you go down and then come back up? Then
Yeah, I come back to 1 HP, but I guess I would still be laying down.
I don't feel like
No,
you
no,
should be
think
laying
it
down.
is.
It's
Okay.
like you're
Fair
like,
enough.
and then sort of back into it.
Yeah,
you grit your teeth and you push through it.
Fair enough.
It's not like you bring yourself back from
Yeah,
death.
I'm not coming back to life. Yeah.
It's not like you're a zombie where you kind of like go down to come back up.
Yeah.
Well, for
Did
role
someone say
playing,
zombie?
No. I think it's so you never go negative. So why would you be unconscious? Is my argument.
Yeah, no, that's true.
What do you want me to do, boss?
Same as again. I need to practice this accent, new accent. So yeah, up again. Another attack.
Nice.
And then it's level 2 this time, so it's body attack.
Ooh.
I'll do it.
That's gotta be, yeah.
Yeah, it just floods down and kind of like this black, kind of like almost ink effect kind of comes as if it's going through its veins, and then its eyes just come black and pop, and then it lands down.
FYI, I'm on the gin now.
Well,
Oban's gonna swat away the. Is it an owl or a raven?
It's an
yeah,
owl.
you
Kill
can't,
stealing bird.
you can't touch it.
You kill stealing.
It's just going backwards like this with its feathers.
Yeah, Oban is just gonna like lay down, just like collapses backwards.
Are we out of initiative now, or?
I was going to say I've got a load of spell slots left if you want me.
Yeah, I'll use a first level cure wounds.
Yeah, and I'll give him a.
As-
Yeah,
as
I'll
soon
do
as-
this.
As soon as the Chimera drops, the Hobgoblins come racing forward, and a ring of them come around the entrance to this cave. This is our gold. We'll pay you the money that the warlord promised.
Oh, God damn it.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that was poor. So what did they say? Sorry.
The Hobgoblins have taken the gold. They're blocking it off.
Oh, the Hobgoblins need to die.
I wasn't here for any of the negotiations.
Zerelda's spiritual guardians kill the goblins.
Actually, you didn't designate them as immune.
Didn't actually.
No, you
They
didn't.
they will have been attacked.
As soon as your squirrels kind of go towards them, they back off. Take them off.
Pardon?
Take them off. These creatures.
Where were you going?
Protect this space. Take them off.
Fenn, go grab some gold.
You mean odes like this?
If you agree to a certain set of terms, if you're going to break those terms, then you're not our allies anymore.
I'm not going to break those terms, but we're very interested about what's in that there cabin.
And we'll pay you your share, just as was agreed. So we'll search anybody coming out of that. I can hear the clinking of that gold in there. Take these things off. Archers.
She turns them off.
And they
Good.
go forward. They'll stop you, Fenn and Ode, and they're like, right, empty the gold back.
Yeah. Can I slide a hand?
Yeah, sleight of hand, like.
Oh, what did we agree again? Were we getting anything exciting?
We basically get the
Oh,
adventurer's
shit.
gear and magical items, etc., etc., etc. But I don't think we're making like much coin off this at all.
No.
They see you trying to do that. Go on, put it back.
No. I'll drop it all. Does Ode try the same?
Of course he does,
Yeah.
but badly.
Can we not go through and search for the adventuring gear then?
And we'll get it at the end.
Has anyone seen
so-
the body of a priestess yet?
No.
Uh,
I'll go over to Oban. Are you able to mend yourself?
I need time. I prefer to wait.
I shove a potion of greater healing and a potion of healing into his hands. Right, we need to move.
Yeah, I also, if he's got any rents in his armour, I'll cast repair him. Just for flavour, it doesn't do anything.
I'll pat him on the back and say, "You fight well, brother," and then I'll carry on walking past.
So
This
let me
way.
just subtract those from my inventory.
Ode pats you on the arse and says, I feel like I've got to say something, and walks back.
Potion of healing.
And potion of greater healing.
Potion of great healing. Thank you.
Can I stealth and look around this corner?
Yeah, make self roll.
Oh, and chug them quick before he starts another combat.
I will instead. I'll use all but 2 of my lay on hands to heal me 12.
Yeah, okay. So this opens out into a very similar cavern as to what you saw before.
Chug the potions.
Chug.
Is drinking a potion mid-combat a bonus action?
It's an action. That's why you
An
need to chug
action.
them now.
Okay. In that case, yeah, I'll drink the greater.
So that's 44 plus 4. So you can roll that and just
Don't
bump your.
manually.
Yeah. Not the worst.
Ode turns invisible.
13.
That takes me almost up to full.
Cool.
Thank you.
Ode turns himself invisible.
Of course he does.
Are the hobgoblins looking to advance to fight now? What's the dealio with it?
No, they're kind of sealed off this.
Yeah, they're counting the money.
And then they're kind of like, we're going to send word back to the warlord to decide what the next steps are.
We need
So-
to carry it.
so we don't-
find Goblin Market still.
But there's a priestess still about.
Chaps, do you want me to send NYX down to have a
Yes, that would be handy.
NYX?
No, I'm not a scout. I'm Chimera Bane, destroyer of creatures. I do not do things like scout. I land killing blows. I have ingested its soul and I am powerful.
Tell him to go kill the priestess. Tell him to go kill the priestess.
None of you can hear it. I'm like,
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, I'm house ruling that whenever Nick says things silly, he just says it out loud. In owl.
You're gonna sense the antagonism.
there
between
might
them.
be another Chimera down there.
Fucking shit, it flies the other way. One was enough. I'm not going to chance my arm. Wings. I'm not going to chance my wings.
But think of the title. NYX. Chimera's Bane.
Too many S's.
What one?
Oh my god, there's too many hobgoblins. I'm coming back. Right, you want me to fly down there, don't you?
Yes, please, Nick.
This is just like 1472 all over again. You know what happened then, don't you?
I don't.
Exactly.
What did happen, actually?
I don't know. You
In fact,
cryogenically frozen or some such.
I've no idea what you mean.
Think you fucking Link. I know your game.
I only want him to go about half.
What's his intelligence?
He is. I don't know how much of a bump they get off the top of my head. Familiars.
Standard stats are say 2.
Yeah. Yeah, stuff there. No mice.
I will
Switch my vision to see through.
Yeah. Okay, so you see, I've revealed the map, basically.
Yeah.
Nothing of any great note there. Very much kind of like a lot of these buildings are basically derelict.
I'll recount this, obviously, to everyone. There's not a lot wrong.
No evidence of any enemy.
There.
And he gets an
Starts
advantage.
clean himself.
I think it's safe to head up.
No chimeras. In fact, I'm only fighting chimeras from now on.
I promise you can fight the next chimera.
Yeah, okay. But I'm not fighting anything else.
We'll discuss that later.
That feels like a no.
We'll discuss that later.
Yeah, this is exactly what happens when I'm like nudging up to Mrs. NYX.
I'll stealth up to following the owl.
Okay, give me a stealth roll, please, into the tower.
Oh, is Ode going to do the same, but with advantage?
Invisible.
Oh, it's invisible.
Can I stealth as well with Fenn?
Yep.
Thank you.
This is when the whole group tries to go stealth on one person.
So if you're stealthing, then it's a group check.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm not going up there.
Oh, fuck.
It's
I
exactly what gave Zerelda away. She's like, oh, for fuck's sakes.
Guys, what are you doing? Why are you...
I'm walking really sneakily and you two behind her just chatting away.
I am very stealthy.
I've already told you there's no one there.
Me and Oban are just like...
Come on.
These guys are supposed to be stealthy?
The way is clear, to be
I
fair.
think I move quite to the knees.
That was with a +3.
I am +5.
Okay.
Realizing that these guys aren't very quiet, I'm just going to catch up.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm like, wait, guys, should we be moving forward? We can get the
I've
hobgoblins
already
back.
told you there's
Aldred,
nothing
we've
there.
already left.
Carrion just leans back over their shoulder and I've already told you there's nothing there. It's safe to go ahead.
Yes, but we can possibly get some hobgoblin allies if we wait just a little bit longer.
You think your draw is bigger than gold? You're not that attractive, my...
We do not need help from hobgoblins.
Does it look like there's been battles waged here?
He actually called them hobgoblins.
Hobgoblins.
We need no help from
Did you ask me a question,
hobgoblins.
Zerelda? Sorry.
Yeah. Does it look like there's been battles waged here? Is there any
No.
sort of evidence of... No, okay. It just looks clear and empty.
Derelict is probably abandoned, derelict, those kind of words.
Okay. And are these sort of ruinous kind of
Yes.
structures?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Should we roll a group stealth check then if we're all together this time?
I don't think me and Oban are attempting stealth. We're moving
I'm
up.
not even...
Say
Yeah.
it's, yeah, when you guys like gesture to us that it's safe, then we'll move up. But otherwise, we're not stealthing.
Move up to there. Stealth again.
Okay.
But if there's anything, they've probably heard us by now.
Yeah. So just use one stealth, Fenn. And so what's the plan? What you intend to do? So you're going to come to a
I'm
corridor.
trying to just pass through this area because aren't we still heading towards
Yeah, we're meant to be searching...
Goblin Market eventually, aren't we?
We're meant to be searching to kill the priestess.
Oh, are we actually tasked to kill the priest?
Yeah.
Well, you were specifically even.
Yeah, we've kind of retconned that, though.
All right, we'll just look around then. This place.
There's nothing of great note.
quietly.
So is the ground dirt, like as opposed to stone?
Yeah, it's dirt. Yeah.
Can we see retreating drow footsteps if we look down?
Survival check.
Yeah.
Anyone good at survival?
Good
Oh,
idea, Aldred.
Oh, that's nice.
That'll do. Yeah, we'll go with that. Fenn, look.
So there are some steps through, but they're a couple of days old, and it's not like there's a troop of drow coming through. It's a handful of footprints.
Okay.
Can we still hear the hobgoblins behind us chatting away, making noise?
No, they're fairly quiet.
Alright.
I suppose we can probe here and then collect a reward from the hobgoblins if there's nothing else to find.
Chaps, why don't we check these rooms?
You first.
There's the other tunnel as well that the Chimera was guarded. There's a second tunnel.
Is there? No, that's where the gold was.
That's where the gold was.
No, the other way.
Yeah.
Like
That
we
is
could have,
true.
we could have scared just to the south exactly of where Carrion is now.
There's a tunnel. I've got nothing on my map. Restricted.
Well, no,
No.
No,
Yeah, but-
it's not a tunnel.
I thought it was.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I've just revealed the top end of it, which would show that it's dead end.
Karen will go listen at this door and see if they can hear anything.
You can't hear anything there. All of these buildings are kind of like derelict and ruined.
They will attempt to open the door.
Yeah, you open the door.
Is there anything inside this room?
It's derelict and ruined.
So just for sake of efficiency, are we all agreeing that we're gently probing this area and trying to search for anything?
Yeah, sign of the priestess.
Trace is a priestess.
Abandoned
Okay.
and derelict. There's
All
the
of them?
Yeah, there's the footsteps
All of them.
heading towards the top that you've kind of like found.
So, do we press on then?
I think we should
ahead.
get out of here. This place is shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna stealth this way, but this looks like it's starting to like kind of leave this area. So I'm gonna search for traps.
Can I stealth with Fenn again?
Yeah,
Is that a perception or investigation?
So for kind of efficiency's sake, so what's the standard operating procedure? Otherwise, what's going to happen is we're going to stealth for 5 yards and
I think if we move forward stealthily, checking
That's what we're gonna do. We're
signs
gonna.
of the priestess.
So let's have a group stealth check.
Oh, well, I was thinking that me and Oban would just hold up
Hang
until
back.
we were told
Yeah.
that by like an owl, or an owl would retrieve us, maybe.
Okay, so there's that going forward. Give us a stealth check.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Really shit. That's terrible.
So 13,
Wow, Fenn.
13, 22, 28. 3 of you, so that is about a 9.
That's not good.
What about Ode?
Ode's
Oh yeah, Ode's got advantage. So
Oh, yeah.
Ode's doing whatever he's choosing to do.
I wanted to see, make sure there's no traps in this like area.
No traps that you can see.
So should we move up to the corner?
Or I could send you
Yeah.
Nyx up to have a look around the corner.
I'll go up and pay around.
Now this is worked stone, and it's very much like some of the other areas that Iggy claimed to be dwarven made. So if you remember the space between the hobgoblins and the drow area, and it's relatively clean, but it's not scoured clean like a gelatinous cube or anything's gone down. And it's very geometric, as you kind of see as you kind of look up that way. There are webs dusted around some of the corners and such like.
This is
suppose-
like that corridor where there was that trap with that crushed body goblin, wasn't there? So watch your footsteps, everyone.
sure, I'll be burning the web, but I'll hang way back from the group if I'm doing that.
Fenn.
Okay, you see the corridor as it extends upwards.
Yeah, we'll wave the guys behind us forward.
Do you think the owl could? Because you can telepathically communicate, so you could just say to like the owl could. I guess Oban doesn't want it sitting on his shoulders, but I wouldn't mind.
Can I peer around
yeah.
the corner here?
and it can give us a little brrr when we've got to move forward or something. Or it can
It's gonna nip Aldred's ear. Nyx. Nip it on his ear every time it's time to.
Oh, his ear tastes like noble, and they've got shit ears.
Yes, but you haven't eaten an ear in.
It's not a chimera. I'm not fighting unless it's a chimera.
It's not fighting.
This beak is only ever going to touch a chimera.
Are they little rooms off to the side?
Caress his ear with your feather, if needs be.
Can he not just hop to the next point that I should be going to?
It can't be asked with that bullshit. Okay, so Zerelda, you can see that there's what looks to be a corridor to the left, which is kind of like the start of it's there, and then looks to be kind of little rooms as far as you can tell down that way.
There's little rooms, guys.
While we're walking up, I'm just like, so Oban, you don't seem like the black staff type.
It is means to an end.
Yeah. I can respect that.
Can I peer into the first room?
Hold on 2 secs.
Trap triggered. You've triggered my trap card.
So you peer in here. So you see what looks to be a set of steps heading upwards.
There seems to be some steps heading upwards.
Now, were we meant to go upwards to the Goblin Market?
Goblin
Or was it
Market is
down?
on the level above you.
Up. Ah.
Yeah, it's on the next level up. But we've got to receive our rewards. I mean, I've already got a spell book, so I'm not as fussed as you guys, but I remind you, rewards were promised after helping them in this endeavour. And we got 2 out of the 3 targets, so...
I'll just carry on down and look into the next room.
I assume we're coming back this way after the market.
Yeah, but wouldn't it be handy to have money before?
Yeah,
Money and useful items.
Because there's no guarantee we're coming back this way.
Okay, so these look like smooth carved walls, and they've got engraved imagery on the marble, which is of mountains, and there are various glittering stone veins in these kind of like shelves here. The niches are stacked 3 high, and each one of those niches contains dust-covered bones of a long dead dwarf.
Oh my god.
Make me a religion check.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Do you know, I'm so done with rolling now.
Fenn's well read, isn't he? Religion time, Fenn. Oh, okay.
We've got 2
I can't
clerics
be dwarven.
We've got 2 clerics and a paladin. How can we not pass a religion check?
I think I'm trained in religion too, actually.
We lost our dwarven expert.
Oh no,
so
I'm not trained in religion.
It's a symbol of a stylized mountaintop with like a Zerelda rupee gem kind of underneath the top.
A Zerelda rupee gem?
A Zelda rupee gem.
Oh, right.
So,
Oh, I've never played Zelda.
so just think like a rupee, which is like the gem. So it's basically like, think of like a green classic gem shape.
Think of 2 triangles stacked on top of each other with like a square in between. That's kind of like the shape it cuts.
Carrion, you recognise this as the symbol of Damathion, the patron of shield dwarves, and the dwarven deity of mining and underground exploration. He is known as the keeper of secrets under the mountain and the protector of dwarven dead.
Oh, excellent. A fellow death god.
Right,
Are you
Joe.
a death god? Everyone's like, hold on a minute. Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Joe,
And the domain of a fellow.
Pardon?
I'll have recounted that to the.
Did
What
Fenn...
does that mean? I said that's what it looks like.
Oh,
Triforce.
No, that's a Triforce.
Yeah, he said it's similar to that.
Oh,
No,
okay.
to the wasn't it to the rupee thing? The
rupee.
It's a green gem. It's a green gem. Let's not get
Move on.
Pry out. Monies.
I will have a look around and see.
So do you hear a kind of like skittering noise?
Uh-oh.
oh, Can I not try and take the gem?
Skittering as in he's caught someone on the jaw, or skittering as in the creature scuttling away?
Can I use minor invisibility on it and steal it?
So what are you doing?
I want
A
to take
gem.
some gems.
Yeah. They're not actual gems. They're kind of like carved impressions of
The
gems.
carvings of gems.
Oh, okay.
Shitty gems.
Otherwise known as stone. I'm going to go up to the end and have a look around the...
Make a perception roll.
Perception.
Ooh.
No.
So it doesn't look. There's nothing here worth valuable enough to look like it's worth stealing.
Not in a kind of market value kind of way. You see, kind of parked at the other side. And that should be bigger. Just looming out of the darkness. That should in fact be a bigger. That's better. No, that doesn't help me at all. Looming out of the darkness, the front legs of a large spider and a body on top of the spider, kind of like peering forward at you.
How far away is this? At the other end?
Just on the periphery of your vision.
I will... Now, let me see how far this gets.
It looks wounded.
I cast Message to Zerelda as a cantrip.
Message in a bottle.
Which I can't remember the actual...
You have message as a cantrip.
Message is a cantrip. I've got it
Oh, is
too.
it?
Yeah, they use the one they use on Critical Role is a actual spell. This is just it's line of sight and like.
Oh, okay. It's not long distance.
It's not even line. No, it's not even line of sight. You can.
I got to be aware of them type.
Yeah, you can even do it through certain layers of.
But either way, I'll go. What did you refer to it as? Getting in on your gig.
Yeah.
Gig lady. There appears to be a large spider. Is that what you're searching for?
It's got a body, like a humanoid body on top of it. In fact, now that it's kind of coming a little bit further into your field of vision, you can see that it seems to be carrying another body in front of it.
Oh. Spider carrying a body with a spider?
Friend or foe?
No,
Friend or foe?
It's carrying what looks to be a humanoid. It's large. This thing is large. It's kind of like height is probably about 15 foot is where the head of what looks to be a white-haired, black-skinned elf attached to the spider body.
There appears to be an elf attached to a spider. Is this what you're looking for?
In fact, there appear to be a couple of them.
There's now more than one.
As another one kind of resolves itself out.
Would I know that that's some form of drow?
Are we going to go into initiative here, guys, or what?
Would you know it's some form of drow? Probably not.
Okay. I will just go and have a look as well. Oh my!
Oh.
Oh, mercy.
Oh, mercy me!
So they stop around about here, where there's another entrance, and they're kind of like wary, and one of them places this body down, and you recognise it immediately as a female drow. Looks like it's got quite important regalia on, lots of kind of silver flourishes to the armour, and just it drops then. What's best described as a multi-headed flail, but each of the heads is looks to be like a snake, and it starts to twitch, and the creature kind of gets a long spear and smashes it into one of the heads of the snake, just grinds it down. Our space now, it says.
I will send a message. Large fellow. You might want to come up here a second.
Why are you telling me
My-
that?
No, you won't hear it. It's message.
Mielikki, is that you?
Oh,
No.
I didn't. He didn't specify.
What?
I didn't hear him specify who he was going to.
What do you ask of me?
No, dear. It's me. I'm waving at you. Can you come over here, please?
Oh yes, okay.
And bring the others.
We had the exact same situation with Zook and Darian.
The weird one wants to talk to us.
Okay, let's go.
Welcome.
What do you want to do about that?
Our place now.
Look at that. Is
Yeah.
that the priestess?
We'll grant you passage to the level up. But then you need to recognize our place here.
Ah,
Make a perception check, Aldred.
wait, make a perception check. Who?
Aldred.
Aldred.
Oh, okay. That's probably bad.
Well, especially from back there. Right?
Are you actually
I
back
love
there,
how
or
he
you
moves
kind
back
of
as soon as it. Make a
you were-
perception check.
Yeah, yeah.
This is to look. I'm
Oh no, I'm much happier making a perception check from there. I thought you were meaning make a perception check because something's sneaking up on you. Away from...
I'm assuming that you kind of like coming to join these guys.
The noble on the floor.
That's not terrible.
Is that right?
So when you were back in Skullport, you kind of had some dealings with House BANE.
Oh, I did, yes.
And you recognise that on the kind of like battered chest of the humanoid figure attached to the spider and kind of like fused to the spider, there's some of the sigils that the guys from House BANE wore. And also, everybody make me a history check.
So, Aldred will be like, "What's poppin', my brothers from House BANE?" So, obviously in Drow. What was the skill check? History?
Yeah.
Two orcs have clearly read.
yeah. And then one of them's forgotten.
Yeah.
So the two half-orcs know more about dark culture than everybody else. Take from that what you will. So you guys have, passed down maybe from various stories or what have you of creatures that have displeased the demon goddess Loth, and she turns them into these spider hybrids, and they're kind of like shunned and banned from society.
We should not negotiate with abominations.
No, hang on.
They're not
Oban.
necessarily allies of the Drow, then.
This
They are no allies of me.
but this could be beneficial. Let's just see what they have to say. So what's happening, brothers?
Yo, bro! I don't know. Shit! You speak.
What's up, Mad Rider?
I looked at that all pork and saying,
Oh no! Child.
"Shit!" That conveyed the whole conversation.
It's like it's the
Yeah, dog, I be well.
3,000 words for snow.
But they're not talking like that though. They're talking in a much. Oh, we've been converted from demons. Voice.
Oh, is it?
I see that you speak Drow.
You know it, my man.
Take an inspiration.
Cheers.
We're the former Nevum 4X.
No, the train station is that way, and it's about 11:05. This is now ours. We will grant the hobgoblins and their tribe the bottom half, but from the abandoned area upwards, we grant passage to the stairs only. From the stairs further, this is our place now.
So these are these like not actually the Drow that something else?
Surmise
They
what
used
you
to be Drow.
who are cast out. And so what's this body they put down on?
Seems like a fine deal, my brothers. Although I can't guarantee anything with, these hobgoblins. I can certainly go and try and broker a deal for you.
Is he having a stroke?
Yeah, everyone just turns and looks at Aldred like, "What are you?"
You don't understand it. You don't speak Elven and Undercommon. Those are the requirements. Speaking
I
jive.
speak both. Oh, I do speak jive, actually.
But you're still looking at him like he's had a stroke.
Yeah.
Aldred is speaking Bane jive. It's a slightly different kind of like jazz scene. You go up the chords rather than down the chords.
So there's two of these things in there, but one of them looks injured. Is that right?
One does look injured, yes.
Okay.
And they've placed the body down on the ground.
Yep. Of a female, well-equipped drow, and they've put like this flail, snake-headed flail.
Why don't we try and get the body off them?
Yeah.
As
part of a deal.
Okay, hang on, guys. If you don't mind me asking, my brothers, what be that lady you're laying down there?
You spit on her.
Oh.
And we'll just move to Discord because I want to see all the action. And then I need to go to my notes and find out.
That's going to be the highlight reel. Just Martin saying them over and over again, and we'll just like.
Have you been recording?
Put it to a track.
Have you been recording this separately from the other screen? Because you'll see me waving my hands about. Okay, good.
It is.
You've got to loop it. Put it on a track.
So they spit on her. Did they say anything after that?
Yeah, they do. They call her Teresia Alvrinda. She worshipped the bitch spider, but we bested her in her moment of weakness, like they used to do to us. Bro.
Well, that's bro. Well, that's some sweet moves, my brother. I can certainly go.
You put your ass on it.
I can go flap my gums with the hobgoblins and see what they're saying. Do you plan to do anything with that body? We can certainly make use of it ourselves, if not.
Take her and desecrate her, brother.
Oh, why, certainly, my friends. And then
I think Jive has become more Fresh Prince.
It has Bane Rejive. It's a whole different thing.
So I'll say to the others, they're quite happy for us to take the corpse, and we, as long as we desecrate it, I'm fine with that. And they want to broker a deal with the hobgoblins. This just seems like a win-win situation. They want to claim this area as their own. I'm happy to talk to the hobgoblins. Maybe
It's not in our contract to gain more ground. All we had to do was bring the priestess back. So
yeah,
I'll slowly walk towards them and then to gesture at the body, and I'll.
The brother.
Yeah.
Certainly, and I walk, but I'll look back at everyone, and that's when I'll face.
As you go in, I'll put my hand on your shoulder and cast guidance, just in case you have to make a strength check.
Yeah, so Aldred is like this. He's like this, right? And he's ready in action to Misty Step. No, Misty Step. If they even try and place a. If they try and grab, I'll accept a fist bump, I guess. So I'm walking towards them like this, right? But everyone else has seen this.
Okay, you get to the body.
I get to the body, and I will scoop under the arms and just drop. I'm not going to try and lift her off the ground. I just want to. I'm not going to try. I'm just going to drag her.
Do you even lift, bro?
Sadly not, my brother. My talents lie elsewhere.
You missed leg day.
I miss every day. I'll just keep dragging.
All 8 of them.
Yeah. It's a 10-day week in theory.
It's a 10-day week, yeah.
Okay,
yeah, shagging his students is the only cardio he gets.
Okay. Okay.
Well, shagging each student.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll drag the corpse back and I'll be like, right, we'll be on our way, guys. Let's try and broker this deal. And I will turn back to them and be like, keep in mind, these hobgoblins might not agree to these terms, brothers, but
They better do.
I'll try. I'll try my best, my darndest.
There are more of us than just us two.
I'll inform them. Peace.
There'll be no peace here. Okay.
So what are they offering? Passage to the stairs only, but that's it.
That's what we need.
Basically, where's the map?
So the stairs here.
Yeah, so basically where the owl is, everything beyond the owl is their domain.
Yeah.
And what did they say? The abandoned area.
Okay. And presumably, can I search my... This is very obscure knowledge. Can I search... I doubt Driders could reproduce. Can I check that information?
Given that you failed the check to kind of fully understand what they were, I'm going to say no, you don't know.
That's fair. That's fair.
Can we...
Is this woman dead anyway?
I was going to say, when we're outside, can we check her over?
Oh, she's dead.
Can we search her body?
Has she got gear? Has she got gear is what they're asking, I think.
Yeah.
Expensive rings.
She's got expenses in her ring.
Oh.
Well, yeah, Joe needs them.
I'm actually just trying to find myself.
So I'll say to the rest of the group, I was like, little help, because I can't lift her up.
I'll carry the body.
As part of the deal, we had to desecrate her.
Pass the body back.
I was going to say, I presume giving...
Wait, did you throw it on top of Aldred?
I was going to say, I presume giving the body to the hobgoblin.
Yeah,
they're going to handle the desecration.
No. I think it's important that we desecrate it because we need to make it look like we killed her. So can I do like a medicine check on the body to see if there's any like Drow killed her, so that we can cut that part of the body off.
Yeah, she's got various kind of like incisions, but mostly it looks like spear wounds.
Oh, you cut off a bit.
You cut out.
Oh, okay. Sorry. There's some incisions that are like spider bites, but mostly they're like spear wounds.
Can we just take the head and leave all these?
I'll take an arm for my collection.
What, the same side?
No, the opposite side.
Oh no, do you not want like two lefts?
Slowly making yourself a drow.
Yeah.
So we'll pop the rest of the corpse in one of those empty rooms in that space we found before, and we'll just take the head because it's clearly a female drow.
Yeah. Okay.
And also search the body for anything good.
That's it.
There's not anything of any great value on the body.
Any trinkets that the hobgoblins would expect to see? Kind of like symbols.
You don't know what the hobgoblins would expect to see.
Can we take any kind of like anything looks like jewelry or pendants or that type of thing on it?
It looks like it's mostly been stripped.
Probably been stripped by the Driders, I'd imagine. But yeah, let's head back to the hobgoblins.
Okay. You head back down to the hobgoblins, who are kind of busy carting up the kind of gold mostly. You meet their sentries, and they're starting to set up a very similar set of perimeter defenses as they had previously. So they're kind of like attaching things to the ceilings as much as they can. Got some ladders up and doing that. Starting to kind of put the cannons on string, kind of outwards. They kind of recognise you as you kind of come in, and you're shown further in.
Okay.
The captain kind of comes out.
Before we got to the captain, I would have said these hobgoblin fellows respect strength, so can someone else broker this deal with them? And on the way into the camp, I'll say there are potentially enemies further up. They might be your allies yet, so do not expand further. This is just to the sentries as we move into the camp.
Remember, you've got the the brooch of respect my authority.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think you might be able to.
They're not gonna. I'm not attempting anything with these sentries, but I don't think they're gonna respect me at all.
Walk in holding her head.
Yeah.
They'll respect you.
Yeah.
You can do it, Aldred.
We've just killed one of their casters, the Chimera, and you've now got the head of the priestess.
Okay, if no one else is up to this, then I guess I'm fucking the leader.
When it comes time to talk to them, I'll cast guidance on you again.
I've got +6 persuasion, but Oban has no idea what is going on. Like, not obvious.
Oh yeah, you'll be super charisma-y later, but
I'm just like, yeah, I've been told to help these people, and now they're desecrating women's bodies.
to be fair, it's a Drow woman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right then. So long as they're
We
not,
just cut off her head.
race.
We just cut off her head.
Oh, but this is all just to pass through this one area.
Also,
maybe these aren't the people I was supposed to help.
You're Aldred's brother.
From Carrion's standpoint, it's just a vessel. They don't care about what happens to it afterwards.
Actually, Oban's the only one I would pass this on to, and he's not keen on the Drider, so I guess it's up to me. I will equip the badge of respect my authority, I guess.
You've earned this.
Authorita.
What?
You respect my authority.
Ski gang.
So I can't remember what that does, even though I created it.
Is it +2?
It's in my inventory, so if I hover over it, will it say
The little dragon symbol should say.
inventory?
So you need to wear it, and it's like a sheriff's star, basically.
Badge of Authorita. Where do I click to open up
Just on
The dragon.
Silver badge is shaped like a 5-pointed star and has a pin to fasten to the lapel of a shirt. If worn prominently, the badge grants a +2 to a roll to shift a lawful humanoid starting reaction 1 step towards the PC from indifferent to a friendly, for example.
Is it like a charm effect though?
I think Hobgoblin.
No, it's basically they respect the fact that because you got a badge of like universal authority. They
Shininess.
They assume that you're in charge. Imagine it's basically like coming along and saying, "It's okay, I'm a policeman."
Okay, cool. Right, we'll do that then. So I'll just click the +2 button if we hit a diplomacy check.
I'm
going to loiter behind you, and I will guidance on you whenever you're about to do one. So
Can I assist by like standing there and be like, "He's very cool"?
You did actually just sound like Dracula from Hotel Transylvania. I want to badger, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
I never say blah blah blah.
As time goes on, it's just going to get more cartoony and wacky.
I think it's more vampire.
Yeah. After a couple of sessions, I'm just going to be like, "Blut."
I reach over and I suck the creature's neck.
Do we discover that he's actually suffering from vampires?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the captain is kind of supervising the carting up of the gold, basically.
Okay. Well, I'll walk up to the captain with the badge pinned on my chest.
Carrying a head.
Carrying the head that's probably still dripping blood. What's the most appropriate language? I don't actually speak Goblin, so I guess it's Undercommon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. And I'll say, Captain, to get his attention.
He kind of looks over at you and kind of, what is that? What's that?
We forged on ahead, and we were able to acquire this. And I'll display the Drow head. We've killed the Chimera. The Mage has been dealt with, and there are some beings further up in the cavern who wish to grant you passage to the stairway to the upper levels, but they wish everything beyond on this level, connecting to the stairway, to be their domain. They did aid in disposing of further Drow during the battle.
Make a deception check. You can get the +2 from the badge strip.
Am I lying to them?
Yeah, because
you don't know that they helped.
They definitely helped. They killed a priestess. Like, they 100% helped.
Yeah, you're trying to imply that you guys were involved.
Doing all of something isn't helping.
Yeah, you get an extra D4 because I've put my hand on your shoulder.
Right, D4, clip on the +2. I don't think I took deception. No, I didn't. And throw a D4 onto this. Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good.
And a D4.
Yeah,
So Skadoosh. There you go.
It was a
Oh!
it was low.
Oh, nice.
This needs to go to the warlord.
I suspected as much.
You-
Don't move your troops too far up the cavern, especially past the staircase, until this has been dealt with. I'd suggest.
It'll take a little bit of time, but the warlord will be here soon. Okay.
You're very good at lying.
Did I lie?
If you want,
How do you believe all of it?
if you want a short rest, you can take a short rest.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And with a bit of pomp and ceremony, the warlord kind of comes, is on the arm of his wife, who seems to be guiding him kind of a little bit. And he kind of like looks in your general direction. Well done, companions. Looks like we executed well, and we took some casualties, but Maglubier will honour them in the next stage of their lives, and we can always find another tribe of goblins. That's not too hard. But we have taken this land, and now we must push forward. But I understand that there is a complication. Where is the big one? The strong one? The one whom I respected? And
The one who he gave his armor to.
entirely the basis of
Oh shit.
your leader.
He was lost in battle.
And what is this creature?
I'm Oban.
Oh, there's two of them actually. These are new companions.
I can see
Carrion Deathbane.
you are one. We share some heritage, Oban. But I see that you do not like it. Each. And what in fucking duns is this creature?
I'm not so certain myself, Warlord.
I'll
Would you-
tell you now.
would you be
If
able to tell me what it is?
I'll give you a goal.
As in, so is I presume his wife has whispered something in his ear. Because I don't look particularly unhuman.
This is familiar to a mighty owl mage.
He's talking about the owl, actually. His wife has been kind of like talking to him, and he's looking in your general directions. I don't think you look human. I don't think you could pass as human. You've certainly not got a fleshy face. It's certainly
No, I've got a silver mask over it.
Yeah.
But it's like over the face. It's not actually my face. That's over the face.
Yeah.
Is he trying to smell him? Is he trying to like smell? And
I wouldn't smell of anything particularly.
well, there you go. Suspicious.
He looks at you, Oban. What is this situation? To the north.
Does Oban look at me? I'm willing to take the lead on it. I'm looking at Oban. Is what I'm doing.
Yeah, I kind of push you forward.
So I brandish the drow head. Warlord, we were able to kill the chimera. The mage has been dealt with, and as you can see, the priestess has also been dealt with. There is a group of people up to the north, if that is north, up the passageway, who did aid in dealing with some of the drow threat.
Describe these people.
They are
Spider-Man.
gaunt. Yes, for lack of a better term, they're gaunt.
They do what normal men can. They spin web anytime.
Do you know what a centaur is? Okay, so
Catch
picture
priestess, just like fly.
the bottom portion of their body is a spider, and the top half is drow.
Wastrels of the Demon Queen. They are no friends of the Drow. And they occupy what? What do they occupy?
They are allowing passage up to everything, up to the staircase to take you to the next level, but everything beyond the staircase on this level, attached to that chamber, they wish to be theirs.
I agree these terms.
Great.
That is wise.
Thank you.
So, you're fortifying up here. I look back at the group.
Now is not the time for small talk.
I was going to ask if the group wanted to rest. Would you like to rest here, or?
So I understand that you have taken a book.
That is true.
And where is the other one? An ode becomes uninvisible. You have taken powder, and he kind of like goes across to one of the small push cart things, what they call them. They've got wheels. Use them in the garden. Wheelbarrows. Goes to one of the small barrows, which has got a stack of coins. Joe's like, "What the fucking hell?"
Pushcart things.
One of the barrow. He points in the general direction and kind of call that the barrow. And one of his men brings a barrow, it's like laden with gold, mostly electrum, which is like an alloy between gold and silver. That is your payment.
Seems quite reasonable.
And he points to two of the barrows and says, "If you are able to secure a passageway to the Goblin Market and a map that will allow by people to get there and clear the enemies and the monsters, then there is another 2 barrels for you."
Understood.
Ulquest proved himself to be an enemy of ours, and I am going to be building a force to fortify this area. I understand that you came from Skullport, so if you have
Correct.
any contacts in Skullport that are unfavourable to the Xanathar's Guild, let them know that Warlord Azrock stands in opposition to that entity also. We are going to open a trade route to the Goblin Bazaar, and then we will allow trade to Skullport. We are going to establish ourselves on this level for the glory of Maglubiet.
Maglubiet.
Yeah.
I hear they
I'll take a bow.
provide.
I'm sensing we're done here, am I?
Yep.
Like,
Aldred, you need to inform the Spider-Men.
yes,
Yeah.
we will be going. We'll be passing through, and I will inform them then.
And then we'll head for the stairs, I presume.
How far to the market from the stairs?
You don't know.
Do you guys need to rest?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
I don't really benefit from a long rest.
You get, you get your spell slots back.
From a long rest, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've been asleep for 20 years.
If we're going to take a long rest, I want to go and tell the spider. This doesn't need to be like roleplayed or anything, but I would go tell the spiders that they should be expecting another emissary from the hobgoblins, and that it was a favourable deal. The warlord thought.
Yep. Okay.
Should we see what's up the stairs?
Are you guys taking a long rest?
Do you want to take a long rest first?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, can do, might as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
take a long rest.
Does that mean we get our XP?
Yeah, you'll become level 6.
Oh, wow, okay.
Ding!
I'll calculate how much XP. In fact, you know what? You all need like 3, 4, 4, 1, don't you? So you're going to get. How have I been doing this before? Okay, so.
What do I get at level 6?
I get new spells. Do you know what? Honestly, you don't feel like the mage has like really good level progression, but literally every level you get spells. Makes me happy.
Oh, I get Aura of Protection. I'm glad I put that extra.
I don't get much. I get expertise.
Oh, that's pretty good. Inescapable destruction. Basically, my people don't have resistance to my necrotic damage anymore.
Are you a necromancer then? It's like a wizard.
Death domain cleric.
Right.
When it appears on the system. At the minute, it's just cleric, but it doesn't because it's that. It won't give me spell slots.
Yeah, that's annoying.
But it's alright. I've just been tracking them on Beyond.
Oh yes, you all become level 6, and at the point that I sort out getting the encounters on to Fantasy Grounds, then I'll add the XP that you get as well, and you all gonna get 150 gold each.
Whoop! That's handy because I haven't. How much have I got?
I have 150. It's dragons, isn't it?
Yeah, dragons.
So I'm on a 309 dragon.
Okay, so I wonder whether it's 11:05 now. So I wonder whether we end the recording and then just do Fantasy Ground admin to get everybody to level 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we recording now? That's cool. Okay, so that's you haven't done all of level 3 of this complex. There's still kind of unmapped areas for you and such like, but you have expanded the Hobgoblin presence and built a relationship with the Warlord. There, he's declared himself against the Xanathar's Guild. And
Was
so-
Mask
be
against
interesting.
Xanathar's Guild? I can't remember that. You know, the guy who was.
Mask wants to take. Yeah, he wants to take over.
Are you talking about Torquil?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not particularly for the Xanathar's Guild.
Yeah, that's what I found.
And you've kind of got a route, therefore, through level 3 to Skullport, if that is of advantage to you as well. Some form of tentative alliance with the Dryder that I kind of like tucked up there. So all in all, not a bad situ.
No, yeah, if we could get level 3 safe, it'd be quite nice.
Yeah. I'm not sure that would be safe, but we'll see.
Oh yeah, I had to. The Goblin Market was on 4, wasn't it? What was the level?
No, Goblin Market's
Got
on
Mark's
2.
2. We got
Your
up to the Goblin
person,
Market.
your personal quest is on 4, if I remember.
I have to slay a god on 4.
Yeah.
Easy.
I've got to steal a wand
On 5.
On 5.
on 5.
So how many levels have you done so far? 3?
No.
It's 3.
No,
A bit of 3.
Literally
we
just
literally
3.
came in at 3.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah,
It might be
we've
worth-
done 8 bits of 3.
It might be worth just looking at starting at season 2. In fact, start at the start. That'd be fun. But if
But
you
watch
want to
all the way
watch
through on
videos,
Yeah.
you can watch from season 2 or get you. And when I edit the videos,
That's a
you'll
lot
kinda
of
catch yourself
content,
up.
mate.
Well, it's 6 episodes, and they're usually 2 to 2.5 hours each.
Yeah.
But it's high quality.
Did we transcribe them into podcast?
Yeah, so most of them, all but maybe one's available as a podcast.
So you could
if
just
want
listen to it as a commuting thing.
Yeah, that might be easier.
Yeah, so you can get those by going to the mostly off topic. If you just search mostly off topic on iTunes or whatever, you should be able to get those. Oh no, it's Frauds of Waterdeep, isn't it? I took it away.
Frauds
from-
of Waterdeep.
Yeah, Frauds of Waterdeep is what you want to search for. So anyway, if you're
What of Waterdeep so falls?
frauds,
Oh,
it's
frauds.
like lords, but less.
Yeah.
less
But we're
legit.
fake.
We're fake, yeah. Frauds of Waterdeep.
Okay, so did we have anybody watching on stream, Ben?
We had someone, a Gunnar 11213.
Oh, so that was someone from my Instagram. There was 2 people who asked for the channel name.
who came on and said, "It looks like an owl. It speaks like an owl. It says owl." I think it was when I couldn't.
Maybe.
To which I replied,
So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching it. The owl stole the show.
They had to go to bed.
That's fair. That's fair. When are we playing next? That's always an interesting question. So it's what's the day? The 20th, 27th.
October.
So like the 11th or 18th. We're away at half term, which is the week of the So the 25th. Couldn't do the 25th, so the 11th, the 18th are options, I say.
Yeah, that's fine.
Both,
I'm on
both are
holiday
good
for
for me.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
18th
abroad.
is a tour day.
You're away, aren't you, Joe?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah, the
tour.
18th is a tour day, so the 11th.
Yep. 11th works for me.
Mm-hmm.
And you're away both days, aren't you, Joe?
I'm in Cyprus, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Weren't you just on holiday?
Oh, I'm always on holiday. I've got another Florida holiday in February.
Yeah, it's funded by his Instagram, kind of like sponsorship.
Funded by Chris.
So 11th, right? Yeah.
11th, we'll have the same
Yep.
arrangement. I shouldn't need to check my work diary. It should be fine.
There might be 7 of us in if Ben's back.
There won't because Joe's away.
Oh, right.
But Ben said they'd definitely be joining. Yeah, okay, all good. So join us again for another longer session on the 11th of October. I think that longer format kind of works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you mean
Yeah.
Get a lot more traction.
More. Yeah, definitely. And did you guys enjoy yourselves?
Yeah.
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 Definitely.
Like a lot.
I did.
Especially being jive.
I enjoyed the
And
transition.
Russian.
Yeah, the Russia is brilliant. Sorry, Ben, you were going to say?
I enjoyed my transition.
Yeah, you're like change.
Well,
like the
you were
Doctor.
fully expecting Iggy to die earlier.
That was half the problem. Is I made a backup character because obviously he was down on the ground with someone stood over him with one failed death save already, and I'm like, as I'm designing the backup character, I'm like, I like this backup character.
And then you rolled a 20.
Yeah, but that was cool. I kind of like the he got to kind of he got to fail miserably.
Iggy's like, don't fucking heal. No, I said don't fucking no more heals. Okay, cool. So thanks for watching. Thank you for watching on YouTube. You can get more content on the YouTube channel where you found this. There is 27 other episodes. Someone's enjoying themselves. I think it is. So yeah, cool. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Like,